also working in-depth coverage of a tragic Mother's Day murder.
A 42-year-old mother of three stabbed to death in her East Providence home.
Story was first breaking yesterday. Today, the suspected killer wailed uncontrollably as he answered to murder charges.
We first showed you that emotional outburst on Eyewitness News at noon. Since then, we've uncovered new information about the deadly attack and about the volatile relationship between the victim and her accused murderer.
Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lance is standing by with new details on a reported restraining order violation just days before the killing.
But we begin tonight with Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell with the very latest on the murder investigation.
Police tell us the victim was stabbed several times with a knife. They say she was just getting home when the attack happened. An accused killer collapses in court, wailing as he's led out of the courtroom. His daughter in disbelief.
I'm just so shocked that it was him, like it's him. Like I don't know what's going through his mind right now. All I know is that I hope he gets help, and I'm sorry for their loss.
Police say Yulin Stanfield stabbed Christine Santori several times Sunday morning as she opened the back door of her apartment.
He came up behind her, and the best way to describe it would be she was ambushed, and he shoved her right in the door. We think the stabbing actually began outside on the patio and went right into the door.
Police say Stanfield ran from the crime scene, but it didn't take them long to track him down. Did he confess?
He made quite a few utterances that really helped convince us that we absolutely have the right person.
Have you recovered a murder weapon?
I'm not going to comment on that at this point. We have recovered quite a bit of evidence, but I'm not going to comment on the actual murder weapon.
Police tell us Stanfield and Santori had dated for about 3 months. She had an active restraining order against him that was filed last May.
Now, Mother's Day murder. The man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend in front of one of her children appeared in court today. Yulin Stanfield broke down before the judge this morning at his arraignment. New at 6, why police say they're taking this case personally. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell's live in East Providence.
Police tell us they take every case personally, but they say this one in particular because they were looking for the suspect even before the murder. There are tears and hugs, roses and balloons at Christine Santori's apartment, the place where she lived and died.
Nobody deserves to be taken away like that in a brutal, brutal manner.
Police say Yulin Stanfield stabbed Santori several times Sunday morning.
He knew what he wanted to do, and unfortunately, he was able to do it.
East Providence Police Chief Christopher Perella tells us Stanfield and Santori had dated for about 3 months. On Friday, Santori filed a police report after receiving threatening messages from Stanfield, one even saying if he was going to go to jail, he would make it worth it. Police got a warrant for Stanfield's arrest, but they weren't able to track him down.
I take it personal, and I feel terrible that this poor woman lost her life. But I'm confident that this police department, along with other departments we use to try to locate him, did everything in our power to try to locate him.
Santori was 42 years old, the mother of 3.
I hope that he sits there and thinks of what he put everyone through, and I hope he rots.
Before he was arraigned on a murder charge, Stanfield collapsed in court. He's being held without bail. Stanfield has a lengthy criminal history. Today we found records dating all the way back to 1990 for all kinds of charges, including sexual assault and kidnapping. Live in East Providence with the mobile newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
Hey, yo, it's your boy, Mr. 1751. Hey, look, man, this one here, man, it's just like, you know, one of those situations where, you know, you meet somebody, you hit it off because you like this person. I might have went out on a few dates, and everything just seemed to just be falling in place. Only because, you know, you actually like this person, whether they're pretty or cute or you like their personality, whatever it may be. Sometimes you can find yourself caught up in a situation because you looked at the surface, you know, in a dating phase. You looked at the surface You know, the clothes they wear, the car they might have drove, how cute or pretty they is, or you know, the accolades that they achieved. You know, things like that. And sometimes we could look at those things and we could overlook the red flags that are right in front of our face. You know. Now this man here, he did a brutal crime to a woman that they say he dated. They only dated for about three months. How much can happen in 3 months? I had to ask myself that. And quite a lot, honestly. Quite a lot can happen in 3 months. I mean, it doesn't seem that way, but when you meet a person, sometimes time can go slow, you know, because you're getting to know the person, and 3 months can feel like a long time in some situations, you know, depending on how much y'all around each other and involved with, you know, doing certain events together, and how many dates y'all going on. 3 months can be a long time, you know, but it's just so easy to overlook the red flags in a person, man. And they'd be smack dead in your face. But you just don't see them because you're focusing on the wrong things, you know. Now, I'm not 100% sure what led to this tragedy. But one thing I can say is, women, all you women out there, when you meet a man, when you meet one of these guys in the street, you know, he's flashy or whatever it may be, flashy, drive a nice car, just the things that, you know, you always desire in a man. I don't care what it is that this man is presenting to you. You have to pay close attention to the person that you plan to involve in your life. You know, and a lot of times when we plan to love, we plan to love a person, to be with a person, we don't plan for it to just be 3 months or 3 years. We plan for it to be for the rest of our life. If that's a person that we really interested in, and we feel like this could be our person, you know. But sadly, for many people in this world, they end up with certain people and end up overlooking the red flags. And that's what I think happened to this woman here. That's what I think happened to this woman, you know. Because, you know, she dated this man for about 3 months. From the outside looking in, some things went on within that 3 months. And maybe she didn't know. She didn't know the man who she was dating. She didn't know that she was dating a sick man that might have been presenting himself to her in a healthy way. And a lot of times you can come across a situation where a person is a very good actor and they can present themselves to you as a very healthy-minded person. But when you make them upset, the mask seems to slip. The mask falls off their face. You know, and if you pay attention, you'll see it slipping. Sometimes people see the mask slipping, but they overlook that mask slipping because they think of all the good times they had, all the dates they went out on, all the times where they laughed together, and the things they got in common, and all these type of things. But when it comes to your life, when it comes to your safety, you have to be able to, you know, look at you have to be able to look at the scale. You know, is this worth it to move forward with this person, or should I just let this person know that, you know, I really like you and everything, but I don't think this is going to work because the way you act the last time when you had, you know, when we that little situation, I noticed this and you did this and that or whatever. If you really want to be honest with a person, you lay it out. You know, you did this And that situation wasn't even a big situation. So I can only imagine, you know, if there's a big situation, how you might go off. And I just don't want to be involved with that. You know, I fear for my safety, that I think you might be a danger. You know, now sometimes if you're dealing with a person that is very sick and you notice these things, but you're already kind of in motion with this person, you might have to go to the police station if you feel a threat coming from this person. You might have to go to the police station, give a report, get a restraining order. Just do all the things that's necessary for your safety, because your safety is number one. At the end of the day, your safety is number one. You know, sometimes, you know, some people grow up in a healthy family and they don't understand how tragic a situation can be, how tragic certain people, certain individuals could be. You know, just like a person who only fought all their life. They're good with their hands, but then they come across a person that that's not trying to fight. They want your life. You know, and you wouldn't understand, because everybody that you encounter in your life was willing to give you a fight. You never came across a person that's not willing to fight. They want your life. So you have to understand, there are people out here that are different. They were raised different. Some people were raised without love, without a family. And they just have nothing but anger. Nothing but anger. You know, the shaitan, the devil, drives them. They are a vehicle for the devil. And you will never understand, because you are not an evil person. You are an understanding person. You're a level-headed person. You know, but you have to be careful with these people that you date. That's why they say you have to vet people properly. You have to understand that there are sick people in this world. Please, do yourself a favor. Do not become a victim of one of these type of people, because they are out here and they will hurt you or they will kill you. And it only takes a second for them to snap. And once they snap and they have you in a bad situation or in a closed space where no one can help you, you can't scream, no one will hear your screams. This person have you where they want you. And that's how they fulfill their fantasies. You know, or they'll let their anger out. And they'll probably regret it later. But later is too late. Because once you make a move, once you do something, that's just life. Once you do something, there is no going back most of the time. You know, once you commit an evil act and you unalive a person, there is no going back after that. So a person can try everything they want in court. They can get the best lawyer. They could try to claim that they're mentally unstable and unfit and incompetent to stand trial. But most of the time, the truth will come out. This person knew exactly what they were doing. It was calculated. And that's what I believe this guy right here, that's what I believe happened here. I believe that he may have been somewhat sick, but a lot of times when a person is sick, they still understand. They understand what they're about to do, and they carry it out anyway, instead of going to get help. So anyway, just understand, man, men and women, when you dating a person, vet these people properly, and if you start to see red flags, exit. Head for the exit. Because most of the time, these situations end up in tragedy. Anyway, it's your boy, Mr. 1751, bringing you another 1751 reaction. And until next time. Hey, yo, If you enjoy watching videos like these, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Help your brother get into the algorithm so I can continue to bring you more content just like the one you just watched. Anyway, until next time, y'all stay up.